friends, welcome back to another video, welcome back to another vlog. I am starting another video today because I thought it'd be fun to take you guys along with me the next few days. I'm doing some fun things in Munich, and it's always nice to show you guys what it's actually like living here and going out to try new cafes, new restaurants, see some pretty things. And you guys know I love architecture here in Munich. But anyway, I'm actually heading out now to meet up with a friend, and maybe I'll vlog some of that. I kind of just want to hang out with her and be in the moment, but we'll see. So let's get going with the weekend. I wanted to give you guys a little update on things that I've been up to and maybe some recommendations for you guys. I have been trying to share more like things to do in Munich as well if you're interested in moving here or you live here and you don't know what to do. And I've been really trying to experience the city, experience actually living here and getting to know more like local things to do. So it helps me out as well when I'm trying to find things for you guys because it gets me out and about. So that's one of my goals for the year, is to really experience living in Munich and taking full advantage of living here. So I also have a full video on like goal setting if you guys are interested, or if you guys are planning right now. I know it's like that time of the year where you're kind of just getting a fresh outlook on the year, so I'll link that down below. But I wanted to give you guys a recap of what I did on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day because I think they're cool things that you guys can check out. First thing, I actually ended up going to celebrate New Year's Eve with my fiance and then a couple of our friends. They're actually also living here in Munich. So they were in town and they were free, so we actually ended up meeting with them and we went to Olympiaberg, which is one of like the top spots to do New Year's Eve because you really have such a beautiful, perfect view of the entire city, and you can see Tegernsee where Oktoberfest is held, and Christmas markets like the Tollwood Festival. And then you also have a view of Olympiaturm, Olympiapark, and it's just really cool because you do get like a 360 view of the city, and I think that was one of my favorite things I've ever done. That's a memory that I will hold on to forever because it was such an experience. I've never seen Munich so alive. It was so cool. That's a place that I recommend. I'm actually going to try and take you guys to Olympiaberg either this week in this vlog or in the next vlog because I want to take you guys during like the daylight, so you can really see the city from that view because it's just breathtaking. And then the next day, it was New Year's Day. So Patrick and I and our dog, we actually took a day trip out to Tegernsee. We ended up going on a little hike, and you really just have this beautiful view of Tegernsee. Another breathtaking moment. It was one of those experiences where you just kind of, you think, wow, I live here. Like, this is my life. This is like, what a privilege. It really gave me a different perspective on living here and yeah, we rented a car, we spent the day there, and it was so nice to take our dog and share that with her. And sometimes it's a challenge to like take her places because she's not quite comfortable on the public transportation here, and we don't have a car yet. Hopefully we'll have one soon. I'm still waiting for it to arrive, but it has been just a breathtaking way to start the new year. And then later that week, actually on the weekend, I ended up meeting with my friend. She's actually a YouTube content creator. I will leave her link down below because it was so much fun hanging out with her, and Valeria is just such a cool person, and we actually spoke Spanish with each other the whole time. And it's also nice making Spanish speaking friends because I don't really get to practice it anymore unless I'm with my family. Now that I moved so far away, it's really hard to keep up speaking Spanish. So it was really cool hanging out with her, and she's just such a sweet person, like very, very kind soul, and she's so genuine. And yeah, we ended up grabbing lunch in Schwabing and then at a place that she recommended, and it was very, very tasty. So getting kind of hungry, so I'm actually going to make some lunch. Ordered HelloFresh, and it's also vegan January, which is awesome because we're vegetarian, but we try to eat vegan when we can. So today I'm actually going to make this glass noodle miso soup broccoli thing. So one thing about ordering HelloFresh in Germany is that all of the recipes are actually in German. At the beginning, I used to translate everything like verbatim because I wasn't fluent in like recipe German, like steps. But now I'm comfortable enough with German to where I don't need to translate them anymore. And then for the most part, you can kind of get the hang of it because it also has pictures. So don't worry about it if you live in another country and you want to try HelloFresh, but the recipes are in the country's national language. You'll be fine. Google Translate, you can take a picture of it and it'll translate everything, or just follow the pictures and you have a general sense of how to do this.
I know I want you, but you don't need me, and I know it ain't easy thinking about what you would do.
So one thing also about cooking HelloFresh meals, or really any recipes, once you get comfortable in cooking, you can kind of just make it up as you go as well. Like this one wanted me to get out a pan and fry up in oil like all the veggies and stuff, but I kind of wanted to also minimize the cleaning, so I'm doing a one pot thing instead. So I actually just put the veggies, well, the broccoli so far, in here to soften. I'm letting them kind of turn into, or soak up that broth so that they get the flavor, and then I'll throw in the noodles at like close to the end because the noodles, they're glass noodles, so they'll cook very fast. So I'll throw them kind of towards the end.
But now I'm alone, my head's in a spin again, and my heart won't let me begin.
So I was planning my trips because it's really important for my work especially to know when I'm going to be off, because I need to find coverage because I'm a customer facing role, and it's important that someone is my backup. So if I get any urgent requests from customers, that my colleague can take over for me, and then I do the same for her when she goes out of office. So anyway, I was just planning out some trips, and we're definitely going to Guadalajara to visit my family from Mexico, and it's just so exciting. I haven't seen them in like 10 years because I was always busy with school and work, and now that I officially have like a lot of vacation time thanks to Germany, it's really nice that I can plan trips ahead of time. I'll be booking those flights soon by the end of January, so I'm really excited to visit my family, and Patrick will also be coming with. It's his first time seeing my, like, that side of my family, so it will be just so special. I'm also planning to visit my family in the US, so something came up and I actually need to go by the end of January to see my family. And I'm going to surprise my mom and dad, so only my sister knows because she needs to pick me up from the airport to drive me to the neighboring cities. So I actually fly into Denver, and Munich to Denver is one of actually like the best flight options from flying from Europe to the US because it's direct flight, and the direct flight actually tends to be cheaper, which is interesting. So I usually take United, Lufthansa, easiest trip, and the price stays very consistent. It's usually around like 500 euros, which I remember when I flew from Portland to, I think I flew to Salzburg. That was the flight that I took to study abroad, and it was so expensive. So this is so much better. So I'm planning that, and then I usually use Google Flights. By the way, if you guys are interested in booking flights internationally or even locally, I just love Google Flights because I open up a private window and then I will use Google Flights to not track what trips I'm planning because then prices will go up. I also want to film a video on how I plan my trips, but also some of my tips when taking like a long flight. It's usually an 11-hour flight for me, and I've also established a routine, things I look out for and stuff like that, so that would be really good to share with you guys. And then I will also be making just a lot of content around budgeting and planning and stuff, because I know that stuff is really helpful if you're planning to move here or if you're planning trips abroad, or just in general. I think being mindful of your finances is a really important skill to establish. So I will be sharing more content and things that have been successful for me and maybe will be successful for you. So look out for that this year, but I'm so excited to be more consistent in creating content this year. I think that's it for today's vlog, but I had planned to take you guys to Olympiaberg, but it is so rainy and so cloudy that it just wouldn't have been fun for you guys to watch because you wouldn't even be able to see the view. So I will show that maybe in the next vlog, depending on the weather, because the weather is very unpredictable here. So I'll see you guys in my next video, but thanks for watching and take care. Bye friends.